welcome to Should I Buy This Game? My name is Christine and the holidays are still coming. We're getting closer and closer. So this is video number 3. We've done games that cost more than $50. We've done games that cost between $30 to $50. This video, we are looking at games, the top 10 games that cost less than $30. Our first game is Rolling Realms Redux, and this plays 1 to 6 players. It is a lightweight game that plays in 30 to 45 minutes. Rolling Realms Redux is the second edition of Rolling Realms. This is a roll and write game that consists of a pile of mini games. And each round you pick 3 of the games to play with. You roll the dice, then everyone uses the result to add the results to 2 of the 3 mini games. Each game has different rules and scoring abilities. At the end of the round, you choose 3 new games to play with, and you end up playing 3 rounds during the game. What makes this game really fun is that they've teamed up with other companies to make realms for a variety of games such as Parks, Obsession, Ark Nova, along with their own games such as Wingspan, Wormspan, and Apiary. Rolling Realms Redux sells for $30 Canadian. Boop is a 2-player game. It is a light strategy game that plays in around 20 minutes. And the goal of Boop is to get 3 of your large cats in a row. You start with the kittens as you boop them around the board. Once you're able to get a row of 3 kittens, you exchange them for your kittens for your cats. And then you do it again until you're able to get 3 cats in a row. You can also get the Halloween Boop and Christmas version, Boop the Halls. Boop sells for $30. Forest Shuffle plays 2 to 5 players. It is a medium light strategy game that plays in 40 to 60 minutes. And in Forest Shuffle, you are building a tableau of cards to form a forest. Each set starts with a tree. From there, you can place a card either beside or above or below. The cards are dual-sided, and you get to choose which side you want to add to your forest. All the cards earn points differently. By having sets of different animals in your forest, you can multiply your score greatly. I personally find Forest Shuffle to be relaxing, and I love playing the game. Forest Shuffle sells for $28. Next, we have Dice Veggies, and this plays 2 to 4 players. It is a lightweight game that plays in 30 minutes. And in Dice Veggies, you are cutting off dice to fulfill your recipes to gain points. You are only able to cut dice that are located together and add up to less than 10 on their pips. You take the dice and add them to your corresponding recipe cards that you have in your hand. Once you have the dice needed to fulfill the recipe, you can cook them and add them to your completed recipe pile. Then whoever has the most points wins. This is a really cute game and sells for $28. Ticket to Ride has some smaller games, including Berlin, Paris, Amsterdam, New York, London, and San Francisco. These games play 2 to 4 players. They are lightweight and play in about 15 minutes. Berlin is featured here in the video. These are really great games for Ticket to Ride fans. It allows you to get the feel of Ticket to Ride in a short time. These small Ticket to Ride games sell for around $28 Canadian. Hooky plays 3 to 5 players. It is a medium weight game that plays in 45 to 60 minutes. Hooky is one of our favorite deductive games. Hooky is comprised of 26 cards, and each card represents a letter from the alphabet and a kid. 3 kids are playing hooky, and you have to figure out who they are. Each player is dealt a hand of cards with 2 to 3 kids left playing in the playground. You start by stating a word that consists of at least 1 letter in your hand. From there, players guess words and letters they think you may be holding. For the first 2 to 3 rounds, a kid is revealed in the playground, and for the last 3 to 6 rounds, you will be guessing who is playing hooky. You score points for guessing your opponent's letters as well as the hooky letters. Hooky sells for $28. Mindspace plays 1 to 5 players. This is a lightweight game that plays in around 30 minutes. Mindspace is a flip and write game. You flip over 6 cards and lay them in a row in front of you. Then you roll the colored dice and place the dice from 1 to 6 along the cards. The dice determine which shapes you are allowed to add to your board and in which color. You follow placement rules such as you can't have the same color touching each other. There are 3 objective cards you're working towards for some bonus points, and the sheets are reusable, and it is a great game to take on vacation. Mindspace sells for $26. Witchcraft is a solo game. It is a medium lightweight game and plays in 20 to 40 minutes. This is a card-based game, and you are playing as a coven of witches, and you are trying to persuade the village that magic is not evil, while convincing the jury that you are protecting the village. This is a challenging game, and depending on the cards you reveal will depend how long you last in the game. This is a good game for someone who wants a solo game that likes to make lots of decisions. Witchcraft sells for $25. Capybaras plays 2 to 4 players. It is a medium lightweight game and plays in 20 to 40 minutes. This is a fun card game. During the game, you're either buying items to add to your cafe or serving guests. Your goal is to get the right items to make your guests want to keep returning, hence making them regulars. Once a player has 3 or 4 regulars, depending on player count, the game end is triggered. You score based on the different benefits each car has, plus some shared goal cards. Capybaras is a fun game for the whole family, and it sells for $18. And finally, we have Rebel Princess. It plays 3 to 6 players, and it is a medium lightweight game and plays in 30 to 40 minutes. This is a trick-taking card game. However, this time you don't want to actually win the tricks. Your goal is to not have any of the princes in your hand at the end of the round. Each prince you have scores you points that you do not want. This game is played over 5 rounds, and during each round there is a special rule to follow. This is a cute take on a trick-taking game. You can buy Rebel Princess for $15 or splurge for the deluxe version for $25. And there are 10 games for less than $30. Leave a comment letting us know what other games you would recommend.